What's good? Today we're gonna deal with some inclement weather, we're gonna do an amazing cardio day, and then we're gonna eat some dank meatball marinara, recipe included. If you're new here, mahalo, my name is Zach, it's nice to meet you, welcome to Building a Better Me. This is a spot where average people can improve their lives through diet, fitness, and in some cases sobriety, myself included. I am 114 days sober. Whatever your vice, if you want to try and improve, let me know in the comments. I'll try to improve right along with you. That's the whole point of us being here. And as always, just feel free to use the chapters to skip around the video. Whatever is good for you is good for me. That's why I put them there. I did mention some BS weather this morning. Check out what happened. Guys, I have some really stupid weather behind me this morning. Like, look at this. I just got a nosebleed. That's how stressed out I am by this whole thing. I took one look outside. My body was like, homie, we're not doing this. Well, now that my face is done rejecting the decisions my brain makes, let's get to work. You know that thing that little kids do where they're all puffed up in the snow clothing and they can't really move their joints, so they just kind of run around like this? That's how I feel. I hate that no matter how hard you try to get the snow off the door, as soon as you open it, snow just magically woof, right up into your whip, you know what I mean? So I got 0.4 miles from the gym. I left my gym shoes at my house. I just had to drive all the way back in this crazy weather just to get my shoes to go back to the gym. What a mess. So, Mr. O'Connor, why did you slide through the middle of an intersection at 30 miles an hour in this hellish snow? Well, officer, I was filming a vlog that 17 people are gonna watch, so hashtag worth it. Sorry about that fiesta. Quick, I just want to talk about intensity in the gym. Pick any exercise. Today we're doing cardio, right? Look at the treadmill, okay? At a 7.0 incline at 3 miles per hour. I could pretty much get through the whole thing and not really break a sweat. If I go to a 9.5 incline at 4 miles an hour, that's a little much for me. So I do an 8.5 at 3.5 miles an hour. That is something that I can do for 10 minutes, but it's also gonna break a sweat. You look at the Stairmaster, again, level 6 for 10 minutes versus level 7, let's say I only do it for 8 minutes. By minute 8, I look like this. At the previous level for 10 minutes, even though it's 2 minutes longer, by the end I will not look like this. You have to find the point where it's too much, dial it back just a little bit. I genuinely believe that's where progress is made. All right, so I'm gonna double down on what I said in the middle of that workout right there, right? So when you're in the gym, and I've been going to the gym for years, although it doesn't look like it, I think the main reason behind that is because I would say over half of my workouts have been nowhere near as hard as they should have been. And then for a week or two here or there, they'll be way harder than they need to be. And then I just get so exhausted, you fall back into old habits, like tale as old as time. You have to be able to find this spot, and I'm still working on it myself, where this is going to the gym and leaving looking the same. This is pushing yourself so hard you feel like you're gonna die. There's a spot right about there we gotta find, you know? That spot is where you can progress, but also like maintain the progression and keep it going for a prolonged period of time. That along with diet. You can't outrun a bad diet. Abs are made in the kitchen. And speaking of diet, let's move on to that meatballs recipe. I'm super excited to share this with you guys. I've got a link pinned in the top comment down there with where you can find the recipe, but simply put, take an onion, take some garlic, mince it up. You take a whole bunch of seasonings, you throw it into a bowl with an egg, you whisk it up real good, take that, throw it up in with some ground turkey, measure out the balls as best you can, and you bake. When these are done, I mean, they look awesome. And look at those macros, right? Now that's just for the meatballs. This recipe just is for the meatballs. This does not include the sauce. The sauce I'm adding in there myself. Now, if you really want to go all out with this and go ahead and do a serving of mozzarella cheese, some toasted keto bread with half a tablespoon of grass-fed butter on each slice and some garlic powder, dude, this entire thing is like under 600 calories and over 50 grams of protein. See, I like stuff like that. When it's super low calorie but decently high in protein right off the rip, then you can add some stuff to it if you've accounted for it for that day in your diet. I do recommend, you know, counting calories and things like that, especially if you're kind of inexperienced with the whole thing in the first place. But being able to add to, take away, tailor it to yourself, and still maintain a good overall balanced diet, I'm in. If you've got any recipes that you would recommend for a good, healthy, balanced diet, go ahead and drop them in the comments and let me know. And if you're currently in the process of trying to get sober, I am as well. Like I had mentioned, I'm like 114 days sober. Every single Tuesday, I upload a great non-alcoholic option that I find. Please go ahead and hit subscribe if you want more of that later on. I'm super stoked to be doing this with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!